Hello and welcome to another video, and today I'm going to do an unboxing, and I've had to wait for the rain to stop because in Manchester we get 4 seasons in one day, and even though it's supposed to be summer, when it's been incredibly hot at sometimes, doing this on an early Saturday afternoon, and just as I was about to get around to doing this, it then started chucking it down. Thankfully it stopped for now, but it's always threatening to start again. Anyway, so the unboxing, well, obviously you'll have seen from the title, but there'll be something unrelated I'll bring up at the end, so yeah, you can look forward to that. And we have The Last Starfighter, out now in a 4K box. Well, 4K box with a 4K disc, and we'll see what else it's got as well. The adventure of a lifetime is about to begin, and that adventure is now 40 years old. So this came out in 1984. Just briefly show you the back of that before I go through what it says, etc. So we have the Last Starfighter, and let me see, when did I first see it? It would have been 1986, 87, possibly early 87. I'm trying to think exactly, maybe it was early 86, I can't remember. It was a little bit of a while ago. And I'd gone to London with my dad. Now passed away early 2015, so that's coming up on 10 years. Where did that time go? And don't know, if I go on, then I'll sound like my retro life trying to make clicks out of tragedy. Anyways, so we had a great time when we were down there in London, and I do remember I put it on. There was like obviously there was no on-demand TV in hotels back in the 80s, but there was like rolling film channels, and there was one channel showing The Last Starfighter. So it may have taken a couple of years to come around, so I don't know how much they paid for these things to show these things not so long after they came out, even though doubt this would have come out in the cinema. It was a shame because it's a glorious widescreen 2.39 to 1 widescreen aspect ratio. So on TV it was going to be 4:3, but hey, at least now balance is restored. And so I remember putting it on, and I was watching it so late that I fell asleep. And the next thing I knew is I woke up the next morning, the TV had been going on, and obviously the film was going round and round and round, and I woke up just at the moment, I can't remember precisely which moment, around about halfway through, I woke up precisely at the moment where I fell asleep. So I woke up, I just carried on watching until the end. Brilliant. Something else to say about this film. We've been waiting a long time for this to come out. It's come out just recently on Arrow. I bought my own copy of this, just as I bought my own copy of something else, which I'll show you at the very end of the video. And it came out, I think, was it about April last year, 2023, in America. There is some extras missing from this disc, which are on the American version. I'll bring that up when we come to the extras section. But I remember mentioning it on the comments on the Arrow video post they made about it, about how basically what I'm telling you now, how I saw it for the first time over at a London hotel when I was there with my dad, and I absolutely loved the film, etc., etc. I'll put up a picture of the comment on here, but I got one reaction to the comment, and it was a love comment, and it's from Nick Castle. Nick Castle, not only the director of The Last Starfighter, which is good in itself, but also, how about this for a change in direction? This is now 12 for some reason. It's a PG before, but you know how things change. The film is still the same. Anyway, Nick Castle, yeah, not only the director of The Last Starfighter, but also he was what they call the Shape, i.e. Michael Myers. Just there was the guy playing Michael Myers lumbering around in the original Halloween, the 2018 sort of follow-on, the 2021 sequel, Halloween Kills. Oddly, not the 2022 Halloween Ends finale. Why? I don't know. If you know, please let me know in the comments below. Maybe he was busy doing something else. I don't know. But you would have thought, you know, it's the very last one for now until someone starts remaking them again or finds a way to, well, it was pretty a definitive end. Maybe they'll find a way to get him back together. I don't know, go back in time or something, and finally bring him back for that. That would have been great. But yeah, this. Then there was one of the films in between. I remember where he was decapitated. Was that Halloween H2O? Not quite sure. But then they say those films, anything in between 1978 and 2018, were disregarded from this particular timeline that finished in 2022. But anyway, it's a film. People come back to life. It's not real. Anyway, so I was bowled over that he commented on my video. Or at least he love-hearted the love-hearted the comment. I'm getting away with myself. Anyway, so we're going to have a look at the box set here. Amazing film. I might do a review of this actually because it is fantastic. I think there is a better. This is a. Oh yeah, we'll come to that. The case of the thing itself, because that's obviously a sort of more modern cover. It's not the one it originally came with, but anyway, so I'll just read out what it says on the back. Greetings, Starfighter. You've been recruited by Arrow Video. This simulates what you hear in the film when it plays at the very start of the video game. And yeah, I'd have loved to have this video game back in the day. Greetings, Starfighter. You have been recruited by Arrow Video to experience a 1984 sci-fi classic as you've never experienced it before. Directed by Nick Castle, the man behind the Michael Myers mask in the original Halloween, The Last Starfighter tells the story of Alex Rogan, Lance Guest, who was also in Jaws 4: The Revenge, a film which Michael Caine was in. I remember years later he was asked, I think he's referring to his mother's house at the time. He said, someone asked him for a comment and he said, I have not seen Jaws: The Revenge, but I have seen the house it paid for. So I do like that. So yeah, so Lance Guest was in that with Michael Caine. I mean, what a story, to tell that. I mean, it wasn't a brilliant film, but by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, to be in a film with Michael Caine, why not? In fact, both Jaws 3's just come out on 4K disc, and Jaws 4's coming out soon, next month, I think. Oh, no, sorry, this month. We're now in August. Later this month. I've got Jaws 1 in 4K anyway. I keep meaning to do some 4K unboxings. I'll get around to it at some point. But what would be great to have would be a box set of all of them. Although when they have done box sets before, for some reason, I don't know whether there's some rights issues, they've had Jaws on its own, and then Jaws 2, 3 and 4 together. So 2, 3 and 4 together, one on its own. Why? I don't know. But then when they had the number 2, 3 and 4 on Blu-ray, Jaws 3 has the sort of modern 3D version of that film. So obviously back in the day it was in, I've not seen it in 3D actually, because it's obviously made for 3D, but we got it in 2D. It was awful because the teeth sort of flew at the screen, but it was just really, really bad. Anyway, yeah, sort of fish heads and stuff like that. Anyway, it'd be great to see it in proper 3D, and that was on the 4K version as well, but obviously in sort of 1080p HD, sort of Blu-ray style. But anyway, I was sort of getting slightly off a tangent there, but why not? So we'll finish up with this. So, The Last Starfighter tells the story of Alex Rogan, Lance Guest, an arcade game Whisked whose wildest dreams come true, where he finds himself enlisted to fight in an interstellar war. So now newly restored from a 4K scan of the original negative and featuring a 4.1 mix, originally created for the film's 70mm release, The Last Starfighter arrives loaded with exclusive and archival bonus features. I thought the archival ones weren't on it. That's what's missing. We'll see anyway. We'll go through them. Strap yourself in. The Ultra HD adventure of a lifetime is about to begin. So obviously the likes of Lance Guest and Catherine Mary Stuart, who plays his girlfriend, whose name just escapes me at the moment. Obviously they'll be doing all the Comic-Con circuits these days. You've got Robert Preston as Centauri. I kind of felt bad after watching this film the first time because, completely unrelated, but Robert Preston, I'm laughing with incredulity, not because of what I'm about to say. He died soon after, around the time I watched this film. And I thought, as a kid, is that my fault? I watched the film, now he's dead. So yeah, I felt a bit responsible for that. And then Dan O'Hurley, Dan O'Hurley, he plays Grigg, who's sort of Alex's friend in the cockpit in the alien spaceship. Dan O'Hurley was also the old man in RoboCop. So what a contrast! What an absolute contrast! That's amazing. So we got before we get to the thing itself, that's that, and then we go. Did I show you which one to show? Then that. Damn that light. Then nothing in the middle. Ooh. So yeah, that is the original sort of poster that we got. I'm hiding up this the certificate's not on there. That's the original poster that we got. So kind of we got like we do. Yeah, I'll show that now while I'm here. Because it's got I think all the same. It's got all the same information on. It's got that on the back side of the. Sorry to talk about someone's backside. It's that on the back side of the 4K disc, and obviously that on the front there. So I'll put that back in. So no, if I don't do that now, I'm going to end up forgetting. And I'll put the video online, and I'll just think, oh, completely forgot. And it's got that new book smell. Before, in case I forget, this is about £22 at the moment. Oddly, it's not on Amazon, and unless it appears in between now and I make this video when I put it online, I put links to Amazon to if anyone wants to buy it, commission-based links, affiliate links. That's the word. But it's not on there. You can get the American version, which I'll come to, but oddly not this version. So I've got this through HMV, but I think if it's £20 or over when you buy something, I say this is $21.99 technically, it's you get free postage, so that's good. So Alex Rogan was a small town boy with some big time dreams, but in his wildest dreams he never suspected that tonight he would become the last Starfighter. So that's a great tagline. That's the inside. That's the disc itself. So that's sort of reminiscent of the heads-up display in the video game itself, as you'll see if you watch the film. Oh, nice. What's this? How many pages have we got in this? Maybe it just tells me. Well, just say we've got unrelated, just sort of an advert for the Steam Killer Cult. Be careful how you say that. That's to get if you want to stream stuff online. I'm subscribed to enough things online. I don't need another one, but you get 30 days free by entering the promo code SCREAM30. I don't get any bonus for saying that. So I forget I ever said it. How many pages have we got in this? There's quite a lot actually. Doesn't say illustrated collector's booklet, etc. I shall count it then. Oh, hang on. It gives me a contents page which has cast and crew. I'm a kid from a trailer park. Blue collar heroes in outer space and the American dream, written by Amanda Reyes in 2020. Then the Machineries of Joy, 1984, by Greg Bear. 38 about the restoration. So that's right for the very end. So there's 40 pages basically. So we'll just show this briefly. So that's sort of Grigg, Dan O'Hurley, and there's is it Maggie. So yeah, there we go. That's the cast. I'm not going to show every page, obviously, but just some. Oh, there we go. I'm a kid from a trailer park. Blue collar heroes in outer space and the American dream by Amanda Reyes. So that's with both Alex and Maggie there, and just a picture. See, I'm not gonna show every picture, and then he shows every picture. So that's sort of when he's playing the video game, that one. What else we got? Oh, better one of. Oh yeah, when he's on the spaceship, Alex. It's obviously trading off the Star Wars kind of feel. And a damn sight better than the anything other than the the first three films. Films 4 to 6, they're the best, obviously. The rest are all pretty lame. Revenge of the Sith is pretty good. The rest are. And they're all coming back to the cinema soon. So I will watch 2 and 3 again because I've not seen them for ages. But I'll sit for 4, 5, and 6. But I'll watch Rogue One again because that was very good. But I'll give up. I'm not bothering with 7, 8, 9 again. I've seen them enough. And what else have they got? I'm not sure if they're showing Solo, but that was a bad film. Sorry, that was obviously Greg and Alex. Very bouffant hairstyle back in the day for Alex, not Greg. And what else we've got? Yeah, in the spaceship. So Greg is his co-pilot. And skip to the back. Let's see. Just lots of text to have a read of, so that'll take you a fair bit of time to get through. And this picture I'll show you in a second. The Cray XMP supercomputer used by Digital Productions for the special effects of The Last Starfighter, which bowled me over at the time. I remember when I watched Tron in the cinema. I remember putting on my, so this is 1982, I put on my Christmas list of stuff I wanted for Christmas, a Cray supercomputer. And I got one, which was nice. No, I didn't. Bloody love one, I tell you. So that's the supercomputer. So imagine that in RGB. That'd have been great, wouldn't it? Just, can we get that? No, we're not going to get that in focus. Might make a video about how Odeon can rarely get their screens in focus. That's a task and a half. We'll come back to that maybe, and then just one more of Alex there. So I think there's nothing else, nothing under the disc. And, no, just the 4K disc on its own. So it used to be a thing that you have to put a Blu-ray of the same film in with the 4K disc. There was like some stipulation for that for a while, or a long while, and then they must have banished that because it just stopped happening. And it just, you buy a 4K disc because you want the film in 4K. Sometimes you do see, as time goes on, for some reason the 4K version ends up being cheaper than the Blu-ray once it becomes sort of a legacy title. But it would have upped the cost because I don't think we even got this on DVD in the UK. Never mind Blu-ray. So we've just gone straight to 4K as far as I'm aware. And one thing I did forget, which I'll just get before I show you this. So yeah, just before I go through the extras on the 4K disc, have a butchers at that. I still got this after all these years. It was such a great film. I remember watching it in the hotel. That I went out and there was an HMV there, and they had this on VHS, obviously. Must have been about a tenner, I guess. And and I've still got it to this day. I do actually have a VHS player, not hooked up or anything. So I'm not about to play this in VHS. It'll be in 4:3 cropped anyway. So still not written on it or anything. I'm so glad I've kept this all these years. Really good. And holy moly! Hang on, I didn't know I had this there. Jesus Christ! Well, this pinpoints the date I watched it in the hotel. I've only got the bloody receipt, haven't I? Of course, that's not going to go. Can you make that out? Good Lord. So that was... not HMV, got it from Boots. And yeah, it was $9.99. Paid a tenner. Got 1p change. 21st of 21st of March 1987. So I was in the hotel in 1987. So we would have stayed over on the 20th and left on the 21st. Because that's how time works when you stay overnight in a hotel. Wow. Fuck me. Fucking receipt after all this time. And I put it on. I just realised because I've not taken the thing out. I put it on like one of the spools. The things for the spindles for this spool for the tape to go on. So I kept it. Wow. That's on Channel 5 video, nothing to do with TV Channel 5. But wow. That's bowled me over. So we've got catalogue number Charlie Foxtrot Victor 02242. So but yeah, it's some other writing just about, you know, don't copy the video, etc. Wow, fantastic. I'm rather bowled over by that, but packaging 1986. So yeah, came in out in the UK in 1986. It's got a slightly different sort of description at the bottom. Alex Rogan's dull life changes one night when he climbs aboard a mysterious space cruiser driven by Centauri, an intergalactic talent scout, and is flown to Rylos, capital of the Star League Federation. Here he enlists as a starfighter to defend the frontier against the evil Kodan Armada. It just says the evil Kodan, but it is the evil Kodan Armada. Relying on his skills learned from Centauri's Space Invaders game back home on planet Earth. It wasn't quite Space Invaders, but there we go. Alex, the Last Starfighter, is assisted by Greg, his navigator, a lizard man from Kairos. But can they save the Star League Federation of planets from the evil Kodan? Or the evil of Kodan? Yeah, of course they can. But it's all about the journey, not the destination. The Daily Star says it's fast moving, exciting and funny. The special effects are top notch, and so is the film. The film review says all the thrills and spectacles we have learned to anticipate from intergalactic movies. The Sun says let's have some big no, it doesn't say that. Passion, perils and high-tech thrills make this film, which has something for everyone. And the Daily Mail probably has something about Katie Price. No, not in there. So, a little bit of a extra there now, since I remember. Anyway, back to the 4K. So it just has a sort of same intro we had on the back of the thing, and then says on the back of the box, then it says now newly restored from a 4K scan of the original negative and featuring a 4.1 mix. Oh, I've said this already. Let's just get to the extras. 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray limited edition contents. Brand new 4K restoration by Arrow Films from the original camera negative. 4K 2160p Ultra HD Blu-ray presentation in Dolby Vision HDR10 compatible. Uncompressed 2.0 stereo, 5.1 DTS HDMA and 4.1 audio. Actually, maybe it'd be interesting perhaps to do a review of this and try and compare the two. What am I going to miss with the fifth one? The centre. Who cares about the centre? Pretty much the same anyway. I'll still check out the film, obviously. May review it, we'll see. Optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. I said optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Audio commentary with star Lance Guest and his son Jackson Guest. Audio commentary. Oh, that'd be ace. Hey son, I was in an 80s sci-fi movie. I'd be fucking bowled over if my dad did that. That'd be ace. Audio commentary with Mike White of the Projection Booth podcast. Maggie's Memories, revisiting The Last Starfighter. Interview with actor Catherine Mary Stuart. Into the Starscape, composing The Last Starfighter. Interview with composer Craig Safan. Incredible Odds, writing The Last Starfighter. Interview with screenwriter Jonathan Bitul. Interstellar Hit Beast, creating the special effects. Interview with special effects supervisor Kevin Pike. Excalibur Tests, Inside Digital Productions. Interview with sci-fi author Greg Bear on digital productions. The company responsible for the arcade game collector Estill skipped a line. The company responsible for the CGI in Last Starfighter. Then Greeting Starfighter inside the arcade game. An interview with arcade game collector Estelle Vance on reconstructing the Starfighter game, theatrical teaser and trailers, reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Matt Ferguson, illustrated collector's booklet featuring writing by Amanda Reyes and the sci-fi author Greg Bear's Omni magazine article on digital productions, the company responsible for the CGI in Last Starfighter, and a limited edition slipcover featuring newly commissioned artwork by Matt Ferguson. So there's no archival stuff in there. Where does it say that? Yeah, so it says on both the back and both backs features exclusive and archival bonus features, but the archive ones aren't on here, and that's what's missing. It's very annoying. I'll find out what those are. I've not got them offhand. I can look them up on my phone, but I'm currently recording with my phone. It's some sort of a couple of I think one's like a 4-part documentary or something. So there's about an hour of stuff of maybe an hour or so, 90 minutes maybe, of stuff that's not on this disc that could be, which is obviously a rights thing, but it's very annoying. But I say, going back to the American one that is on Amazon, they I think when I looked on there, so this was £22 basically. The American one would have been about £33. So you're paying 50% again for an hour and a half of extras. So yeah, I wasn't going to do that. I'll just get this brand new one, and then there we go. If this had never ever was going to come out, I'd have imported the American one. But hey ho, there we go. I'm sure they're online. They're probably on YouTube somewhere. So yeah, you can look up there. But I'll find out what the precise names are and put them in the video description. So there we go. We have the 4K. We have obviously the disc, and we've got the booklet, and that sort of advertising thing. Scream 30, the promo code in arrow-player.com. So, and yeah, the 12 certificate, it was a PG when I saw it. We didn't have a 12 certificate later on, at the time. We did. When did that come out? It came out sort of in '89. I think the first 12 certificate technically was Madame Suzatska, but that was in London only and only applied to a borough of London. But that was the very first 12 certificate. But then the first 12 certificate nationally was Tim Burton's Batman film. But obviously a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, the first 12 was Batman." No, it wasn't. It was Madame Suzatska, which I've never seen. But so I'll have to catch that at some point. But that was the first one. And the first 12A, of course, was Spider-Man, which I saw last weekend in the cinema. I've seen it before, but it's the first time I've seen it on the big screen. And yeah, when that came out, there's a fair bit of violence in it, and obviously maniacal violence from quite nasty violence from Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin character. And parents were complaining because it was a 15 certificate for a kids' film. So BBFC relented and had a 12A so that kids can go and see it, as long as they're accompanied by a parent. But there we go. But yeah, 12 certificate. So yeah, so there is some sort of violence in this. I don't want to. You can look up on the BBFC website if you want to see what they've decided is 12 certificate worthy. But so I'm not going to give spoilers here. Just watch the film. You'll probably figure it out. There's definitely a couple of scenes anyway. But perfectly fine as a PG, I would have thought. But there we go. So that's Starfighter and the 4K disc. So from 1984, 86 to 2024. Where are we now? God, I don't know what's my name. Have the nurses been? I don't know what's going on. My name's Joe Biden. At the time of filming this, I'm just doing this a little insert before the end because I've already filmed the end, and then I completely forgot to do what I promised you earlier, which was the thing I bought, entirely separate from the Last Starfighter, but I got this just recently, Deadpool and Wolverine keyring, which was from Odeon when they had these sort of things on limited stock. and normally £8 or £7.99, but it was 10% off when you're on Limitless, so it's £7.19. And yeah, but now they've obviously all run out of stock, and along with all the other stuff they sold, and you can get cheap best ones on Etsy for about £5, and eBay same again. But the the ones if you want to buy these now, they're in HMV for about £12. So a fair bit of a markup on the £8, well 50% extra, but there we go. And now back to your regularly scheduled programme. Anyways, know all your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, yeah, so I may do a review of this, but let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all the notifications, and cue the Kodan Armada, they're coming to get you.